The Midday Mix on Mix 93.8.
Business Boost is brought to you by Mix 93.8 and the National Small Business Chamber, turning small business into big business.
Mike, welcome back. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, Damian, fantastic. Thank you. It's that festive season creeping up on us slowly, but all good on our side. Thank you, Damian.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear. Now, Mike, you say something that's a little bit counterintuitive to some people, but obviously it does make a bit sense in the broader scheme of things. You say that success isn't simply a product of doing more.
Yeah, David, this is a unique discussion and for some quite a soft spot, but it's extremely important. You know, success, like you say, isn't simply a product or doing more, like gaining more skills or more education or more certificates or promotions. What's even more important is success are the habits and things you need to give up along the way to improve. Much of the baggage we all hold on to throughout life is what really holds us back from actualizing our potential. Yeah, and I think that's the key thing, Damian. You know, we're born into it. Many, you know, as we grow up, we're part of many environments, and we've got to learn to kind of give up those things that are blocking our way forward.
Now, in your mind, Mike, what would you say are the 4 key aspects of one's past life that you should reevaluate on your road to becoming the best version of yourself possible?
Okay, here are the 4 key aspects of your past life you should reevaluate on your road to becoming the best version of yourself possible. Number 1, your parents' beliefs. You know how it goes. Your initial political opinions, your foundational behavioral strategies, your work ethic, much of that is a product of the beliefs and assumptions held by those who raised you and the people who grew up alongside you. Or more damagingly, you might believe that the game of life is rigged and your chances of success are fundamentally suppressed because that was the dominating mood of where you come from. Now, unsurprisingly, many of the attitudes and beliefs we inherit from our parents, friends, and hometowns where we end up holding us back. So to truly grow and progress in life, to actualize your potential, you need to rid yourself of any beliefs that dampen your ambition or belief in yourself. You must adopt new ways of thinking and appreciation for the importance of courage and open-mindedness, which are more conducive to uninhibited effort. Here it goes, Damian. The old adage is true. You are who you surround yourself with. If your people hold you back, you have to leave them behind. Point number 2, your bad habits. Likewise, to be your best self, you need to ditch any and all bad habits you picked up at home or on your journey to where you are today. As I've written about this before, success is determined less by talent than it is by the way you practice the things you do and the choices you make every day, over and over again. It benefits you to make sure then that the habits you hold on to and practice every day are as conducive to ultimate success as possible. Your bad habits will only lead you to practice and live in an unproductive way. They are like your old beliefs, must be left behind. Invest instead in the habits which promise productivity and growth. Point number 3, before we get to the last point, your old priorities. Priorities inevitably change as you grow and tackle new challenges. Some of you might find that scary, but trust me, this is a good thing. Let your priorities change. If you've got a good head on your shoulders, as you learn more about the world and the things you want, your priorities will need to change. Your old priorities, on the other hand, represent an older, less effective version of you. They serve the dreams you used to have. As your dreams change, your priorities need to as well. Then finally, Damian, your old goals. Finally, like your priorities, the goals you at one time wanted to achieve will likely become irrelevant as you grow and identify new paths forward. Personally, as I've grown and developed as an entrepreneur, certain goals that I couldn't have foreseen before have become infinitely more important to me. But to most effectively achieve these goals, I knew I had to let go of the old dreams as they would only distract me. The truth is, to move on to the next level of your life, you need to get rid of the things that aren't furthering your progress. This is hard. It's hard to step away from old friends and dreams, no matter what. But the truth is, to be more selective in designing the kind of person you want to be is to be more efficient in actually becoming that person. So don't distract yourself. Don't hold yourself back. Identify the future you want then operate with ruthless efficiency in turning that future into reality. Very different discussion, Damian.
100%. Some great points you make there, Mike. I can't actually believe that we are heading into the last couple of weeks of the of 2022. It's mind-boggling. But you guys, as the NSBC, are heading for a pretty exciting 2023. How can listeners be a part of the big success drive that you guys have planned for next year?
Yeah, Damian, it is. We're doing all our planning now. It's vibrant. The market is ready for physical events again. Look, the digital world will stay with us. But of course, we're going to be hosting some of the biggest entrepreneurial and SME events in the country once again, like we did before the pandemic. So, of course, your listeners, take a few moments of your time, go onto our homepage, www.nsbc.africa, to get a free business membership. You'll see the top tab membership. Become a member and you'll get invites to the business show. Of course, the big one next year, the South African Small Business Awards, the world-famous breakfast-to-breakfast networking functions around the country, Breakfast Connect, and Damien, the list goes on and on and on. And of course, the membership fee for that year, free business membership, is completely free, and it's certainly worthwhile jumping on board.
100%. Mike, thank you so much for your time. We'll catch up with you next week.
Fantastic, Damien. You take care too. Thank you.
Stay well.
The Midday Mix on Mix 93.8.